versus honey badger. Who would actually win if these two fearless animals faced off? It's a clash between a brawny baboon and the infamous honey badger. You might be picturing sharp fangs versus sharp claws, monkey versus mustelid. Which creature is tougher? Which one would you put your money on? Stay tuned. We're about to compare their size, strength, and survival skills, and then imagine an epic showdown. Size and strength comparison. Size matters in a fight. The Chacma baboon is one of the largest monkeys in the world. A full-grown male Chacma baboon can weigh 30 to 40 kilograms. These baboons stand around 2 to 3 feet, 60 to 90 centimeters tall on all fours, and even taller if they rear up. They have long, strong limbs and a muscular build. In simple terms, a big male baboon is much larger and heavier than a honey badger. By contrast, a honey badger is far smaller in body size. An adult honey badger typically weighs only about 8 to 16 kilograms, roughly the size of a medium dog. They are about 60 to 70 centimeters in body length and stand just 25 to 30 centimeters tall at the shoulder. So physically, a baboon has the advantage of bulk. It might weigh 2 to 3 times as much as the badger. However, don't let the honey badger's smaller size fool you. It's powerfully built for its size, with a stocky, muscular body and surprisingly strong limbs. Think of the badger as the little tank of the animal world, compact but tough. In terms of strength, baboons are impressively strong primates. A male baboon has powerful shoulders and arms. They often need this strength to fend off predators or rival baboons. Honey badgers, though smaller, are legendary for punching above their weight. They have been seen dragging prey much heavier than themselves and tearing open tough beehives and burrows. Pound for pound, the honey badger's muscles and bite are extremely strong. So while the baboon is stronger overall, due to sheer size, the honey badger is incredibly strong relative to its own size.
I got a Mazzaro knife, and what followed was an absolute fiasco. Here's what really pisses me off.
Habitat and lifestyle. Baboons and honey badgers do share overlapping habitats in Africa, so a meeting is possible. The Chacma baboon roams across southern Africa, thriving in savannas, woodlands, mountains, and even semi-desert areas. Baboons are highly social. They live in troops that can have dozens of members. You'll often see baboons foraging in groups during the day, eating anything from fruits and seeds to insects or small animals. They sleep at night in trees or on cliff faces, safe together in numbers. This social lifestyle means baboons are used to backing each other up. An individual baboon is tough, but a whole troop is even tougher. However, for our one-on-one matchup, we'll imagine a single male baboon stepping up to fight. Honey badgers, on the other hand, are mostly solitary creatures. They wander alone across a huge range of habitats. Forests, grasslands, savannas, and deserts from Africa to parts of Asia. In Africa, they often share the same savanna and woodland areas as baboons. Honey badgers spend a lot of time digging and hunting by themselves. They are nocturnal hunters for the most part, though they can come out in daytime too. They'll eat almost anything: rodents, birds, reptiles, insects, and yes, honey. Raiding beehives despite hundreds of stings. The honey badger doesn't have friends or a pack to rely on, so it has a lone warrior attitude. Its daily life involves going solo against dangerous prey, like venomous snakes, which has made it incredibly bold. In a way, the baboon is a team player and opportunist, whereas the honey badger is a fearless lone survivor. Now, do baboons and honey badgers ever meet in the wild? It's not common, but it can happen. Both can be found scavenging or hunting in overlapping territories in African savanna parks. A baboon might occasionally sniff around a honey badger's area, and vice versa. Typically, each would rather avoid a risky fight. The baboon could climb a tree or stay away, and the badger would likely shuffle off if a whole baboon troop is around. But if circumstances forced a confrontation, neither is known for backing down easily. Weapons and defenses. Let's look at each animal's weaponry and defense mechanisms. These are the tools they bring to a fight. Both the baboon and the honey badger are armed to the teeth. The Chacma baboon has extremely sharp canine teeth, which are actually longer than a lion's canines. An adult male's canines can reach 5 centimeters in length, jutting out when he bares his fangs. One bite from those jaws can seriously injure or even kill a rival. Baboons use their fangs to defend against predators like leopards. Along with biting, a baboon can also slash with its incisors and grip with its hands. Remember, baboons have hand-like feet and dexterous fingers, so they can grab or hold an opponent to deliver a bite. Their arms are long and strong, so they might also pummel or wrestle an enemy. Imagine a furious baboon grabbing a smaller animal and biting hard. It's a scary thought. In terms of defense, baboons are quite agile. They can run up to about 50 to 50 kilometers per hour in short bursts, which means a baboon could potentially chase down or flee from an opponent if needed. They also have tough skin and a mane of fur around the neck that might give some protection. However, a baboon's best defense in the wild is usually intimidation and help from the troop. A male baboon will scream, show those teeth, and puff up to appear big. Often that display is enough to warn off animals like leopards. If intimidation fails, baboons don't shy away from a fight. Males will gang up on a predator and have been known to kill animals like jackals or fend off big cats with their bites. One-on-one though, our baboon can't call for backup, so he'd rely on his own fierceness, speed, and bite. The honey badger's whole reputation is built on its weaponry and toughness. First, it has strong jaws and sharp teeth as well. A honey badger's bite is powerful enough to crack a tortoise shell. That's no small feat. Its teeth aren't as long as a baboon's canines, but they are excellent for tearing flesh and not letting go. Next, check out its claws. A honey badger has long, sturdy claws, about 4 centimeters long on the front paws, that it uses for digging and for fighting. Those claws are like daggers, capable of slashing at opponents or climbing out of burrows quickly. If you've ever seen a badger's claw marks, you know they mean business. Perhaps the honey badger's most famous asset is its unbelievable defense. Incredibly thick, loose skin. The skin of a honey badger is about 6 millimeters thick, tougher than the skin of a buffalo, which is many times larger. It's also loose enough that if something grabs the badger, it can twist around inside its own skin to bite back. That means if the baboon managed to chomp on the badger could writhe and turn on a dime, counterattacking even while being bitten. On top of that, the honey badger is famously resistant to stings and venom. Bee stings don't bother it much, and astonishingly, even venomous snake bites aren't always fatal to a honey badger. They've been known to survive cobra bites that would kill other animals. This resilience is partly due to their tough skin and maybe some immunity. So in a fight, even if the baboon's bite lands, the honey badger might just shrug it off and keep fighting. Honey badgers also have a secret weapon, a stink bomb of sorts. They can release a super smelly liquid from their anal glands when threatened. This foul odor can make predators back off. While it's not a physical injury, it could momentarily distract or disgust a foe. Imagine the baboon getting a whiff of that. It might hesitate, giving the badger a split-second opening. In terms of agility, honey badgers are not especially fast runners, top speed around 30 kilometers per hour, slower than a baboon. But they are scrappy and relentless. They don't give up easily. They're also excellent diggers. In a pinch, a badger can dig into the ground to escape danger. However, in a face-to-face brawl, digging a hole might not be quick enough to matter. Now, let's answer our big question. Who would win? So, who wins? If the baboon gets a perfectly placed bite on the honey badger's skull or throat early on, he could potentially kill the badger. The baboon is strong enough to crush the badger if given a good hold, or to inflict a mortal wound with a bite. However, that scenario is tricky because the badger's loose skin and constant squirming make it hard to land a clean kill shot. On the flip side, the honey badger could seriously injure the baboon with repeated bites to the limbs, or by going for the baboon's sensitive parts. Even if the badger can't outright kill the baboon quickly, it can make the baboon wish it had never picked a fight. Most likely, in a prolonged fight, the baboon might give up and flee once it realizes this opponent is not worth the trouble. The honey badger, fearless as it is, would then claim the prize, say the carcass they were fighting over, as the baboon hobbles away with bloody scratches. In that sense, the honey badger wins by persistence. It's one of the few animals that could psych out a baboon.